Hey guys, it is reading update time once again. So, today is my birthday, and I have to start off this video by showing you what my friend Jennifer sent me. I about peed my pants in excitement when I saw this. Oh my god. It's a wee Jamie Fraser! Oh my god. Is that not the most adorable thing you've ever seen? I am totally geeking out right now, and I am going to be Sheldon and never take it out of the box because it is just, oh, look at it. It's so cute. I love it so much. Now it makes me want to collect these things. I need more things to collect. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys because it's so cool. Okay, so these are the books that I managed to read since my last video, and I did quite a bit of reading. I'm actually quite proud of myself. So the first book that I managed to finish, Praise Baby Jesus, is The Fiery Cross by Diana Gabaldon. Speaking of Jamie Fraser and Outlander, and since I don't have The Fiery Cross with me, it's in the other room, I will just hold this up as I talk about this book. So, The Fiery Cross is book 5 in the Outlander series, and it is the longest one to date, something like 1,400 pages. And it was, the beginning part of it was actually a lot more enjoyable than I thought it would be, because a lot of people said that they had a hard time getting through the whole first section of the book. That was actually the part that I really liked. Further on in the book, towards the end, when Diana Gabaldon once again decides to torture her characters as much as humanly possible without actually killing them. And by now, I've come to expect it in her books, but it doesn't make it any more easy to take. I am officially on an Outlander hiatus for right now. We will see how long it lasts. I seem to always get sucked back into her writing. But yeah, overall, The Fiery Cross was good. So overall, I gave it 4 stars on Goodreads. After reading The Fiery Cross, I needed something very sort of light and fluffy. And so I read a few historical romances. Specifically by Tessa Dare, and the only physical one that I have that I read is called When a Scot Ties the Knot, which, as you can kind of imagine, it has distinct Outlander overtones, but in a much more lighthearted, funny, sweet kind of way. So they were exactly what I needed after reading a bunch of incredibly intense books. So I read this one, Say Yes to the Marquess, Romancing the Duke, which those 3 books are all part of the same series, which is the Castles Ever After series, which are the whole series was really fun and I really enjoyed it. So there you go. Another book I read was The Prince by Tiffany Rice. Now, anybody who watches my channel knows I'm a huge fan of Tiffany Rice's writing and the original Sinners series, which when people ask me what it's about, I tell them it's a very adult, sort of thriller mystery series with very dark, strong BDSM elements. And it might sound like a sort of very strange combination, but considering the lead character, a woman named Nora, is a dominatrix, you can kind of see where the BDSM theme comes through. And her dialogue is just incredible. It feels like you're in the room with these people as they're talking. And it's just, I can't say enough good things about her and her writing. And if you'll remember when I went to the book signing in New York, she was the reason that I went, was to meet her. And I totally fangirled and geeked out over meeting her, and she was so sweet and so nice. And I love her to death. And The Prince is in my top 5 favorite books that I read this year. It was fantastic. It was definitely my favorite book in the series so far. So I loved The Prince. I gave it 6 stars, or I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads, but it was really a 6-star book. So another book that I finished is one that I actually began reading in January, but I managed to finish it, and it is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, yes. And it is a YA dystopian dark thriller that takes place in a land called Airlie. I feel like singing the theme to the Beverly Hillbillies now for some reason. Anyway, and it's about a woman named Selena Sardathian, sounds like a character from Game of Thrones, who is an assassin. And at the beginning of the book, she is taken out of this sort of pit, this slave labor camp, pretty much. and is brought to this castle to be in a competition. And if she wins the competition, she would be the king's champion. Basically, the king's assassin, pretty much. And the only glitch is that the king that she is now competing to work for is responsible for killing her entire family and her being in the slave labor camp. So this book features one of my least favorite YA tropes, which is the love triangle. I can't stand love triangles. They're so overused and very, very, very rarely succeed, in my opinion. The love triangle is between Selena and the prince, Prince Dorian, and the captain's guard, a guy named Kaol, which took me half the book to figure out how to pronounce his name. All of the names in this book are really difficult to pronounce, but once I got past that and I got into the actual story and the characters, I really actually ended up liking it, and I gave it three stars on Goodreads. The last book that I managed to read, which was actually the book that I finished this afternoon, was Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. And this is book 2 in the Throne of Glass series. Overall, this book was far and away better than the first book, which very rarely happens in my opinion. Second books are usually not as good as the first, but this was actually a lot better. At least the first 3/4 of the book. There was less of the love triangle. The characters, there was a lot of character development and world building, and the action was really great, and there was a little bit of romance, but not too much romance. It wasn't like cheesy or anything like that, and it was really, really, really well done until the very end of the book, where things sort of fell apart. The book was going along really, really well, and then all of a sudden they got to the last part of the book, and it seemed like the author just wanted to cram in as much stuff as she possibly could before she finished the book. For me, it just had some problems. And because of that, up until like the very last part of this book, it was actually going to be a 5-star book for me because I was enjoying it that much. But because of how I felt about the ending, it actually knocked it down to like a 3.5 to 3-star rating. I liked it enough to continue with the series, but I'm probably not going to jump on the third book anytime soon. So that's the books that I managed to read since the last time. As far as what I'm reading now, I don't know. Since I just finished Crown of Midnight, I'm not really sure what I'm going to read next. I am on vacation, you guys. Today was my first day, and I am hoping, not promising, but I am hoping to be able to do several videos while I am on vacation. I know I will more than likely be doing one tomorrow, because I'll be doing an unboxing video because I have Owl Crate coming. And if you guys don't know what Owl Crate is, it is a monthly book subscription service where they send you one hardcover YA book as well as a bunch of bookish swag. And this is my first Owl Crate. I'm super excited, and it's Halloween, it's my birthday, it's my first one, and I'm probably gonna geek out like crazy. And it's supposed to show up tomorrow, so if it shows up tomorrow, I will make an unboxing video for you guys. So that's about it. I feel like I am talking really fast for some reason. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will talk with you later. And me and wee Jamie Fraser will see you next time. Happy reading, guys!